Hello friends, today we're going to do a very quick guide on Basilisk Knights. Basilisk Knights are a Slayer task that you can unlock. Typically, I don't know if I would necessarily recommend doing them, but they are useful because you can collect a number of things, being the Basilisk Knight Jaw. Sorry, I think it's just a Basilisk Jaw, excuse me for that. The reason that you want to collect that is because it is attachable to the Helm of Neitiznot to make the face guard, and it is a very good item to have. So that's really the only reason to collect it at this time. It is a high priced item, coming in at 24 mil, so it is worth getting via the drop if you don't want to spend the 24 mil. So I'm going to go ahead and farm these on my Slayer tasks. In terms of inventory, what you are going to need, I choose to use the ranged safe spot method. It's pretty easy, it's kind of AFKable, you don't really have to do anything, you don't need great gear. I'm using the Ava's Assembler, but an Accumulator will work, Necklace of Anguish, a Fury will work there, Dragon Bolt's E, the Slayer Helm of course, because doing it on task will get that drop rate down to 1 in 1,000 versus the 1 in 5,000 off task, so it's really not worth killing these if you're not on Slayer task. I'm going to use the V shield. You can also use a mirror shield, and then Blessed D-Hide is going to increase your prayer while you're out here because you're going to be praying magic. It's just going to help prolong your trips. And then I'm going to of course use my Barrow's Gloves and a Dragon Crossbow. So this gear setup here is pretty budget friendly. It's less than 20 mil I think to put everything together. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Not too complex inventory item wise. I'm just ton of ranging pots, ton of prayer pots, some super restores. I got some Ceradama brews just in case. I'm carrying a rune pouch with high alks in it because they are going to drop a few rune items along the way, so you're going to want to alk those to coins, and then keep all of the item drops that come in notes, so to help save up on inventory space. I got a stamina pot just in case, a couple of sharks just in case I mess up, and home teleport tabs because the way I'm going to get there is via my home teleport. So I will show you that now in just a second. Alright, so let's go ahead and head on out there via there's a couple different methods on how to get there. The easiest way to get there is going to be to use a Fremenic Boots. You can also, if you have an enchanted Leer, I have an enchanted Leer, I have the unlimited teleport Leer, so you could use that. You can use a home teleport tab to Relica. You can use the Fremenic Sea Boots, that's going to be the closest. The alternative to that, which I'm going to show you now, is just to go to Lunar Isle and get kicked off. When you get kicked off Lunar Isle, you're automatically going to appear in the marketplace, and then we're just going to run up and over. So it makes it pretty simple and easy to get there, so we're going to go ahead and do that now. Outside of the Basilisk Jaw, there really isn't that much stuff that you kind of want to get from this. That's kind of the main item that I'm going for, and that's probably the only thing you're really going to want to use. So I'm going to go ahead and get kicked off the island here, just like this. So we're just going to run over to the bank, and he's going to get mad at me, and then he's going to kick me off. And now I'm over here, awesome, and then I'm going to run over here, and we're going to run over to Haskell. He's on the top left pier, so on the map he's on this pier over here, and then you're going to find Haskell, and you're going to say, hey, take me to the Island of Stone, and he's going to take you to the Island of Stone, and then all you're going to have to do is run over to the cave. It's the only thing that's really here, so you can't miss it. If you miss it, you've done something wrong. And then basically on this map here, the Basilisk Knights, which is what we want to fight, are in this part of the cave. So we're going to head on down in there. Key note, you do want to turn on your Protect from Magic the moment that you kind of enter this area. So you can save spot from where this guy is. You know, see him hanging out there. You can save spot from where he is, but I'm going to go over to the other save spot. I prefer it. It's a little further in the cave, but it's a nice little spot. You'll see I've got some tile indicators up. The red spots are spots you don't want to stand in. The yellow spots and beyond are safe, so you can save spot from this location up here, and you can also save spot from this location down here. I'm going to go ahead and pray, pot up, and then shoot. Make sure your auto retaliate is on because they do have a special attack where they are going to freeze you in place, and if your character does not attack, they will deal hard damage on you. So you don't want that, so that's why I'm going to have the auto retaliate on, and then you just sit here. It's pretty easy. Definitely not hard to kill these things. It's going to be kind of a slow, boring task, so if you're feeling like it's getting pretty monotonous, I just wouldn't recommend that you do it. Maybe save up the 20 mil another way and then not have to do it. I mean, if you're an Iron Man, you don't have a choice but to come here to farm the Jaw, but definitely doing it on task is going to help a lot because you get that drop rate down to 1 in 1,000 instead of the 1 in 5,000, so that's, you know, 5-fold increase. Highly worth doing it on the Slayer task. And that's all there is to it. I'm just going to stand here now and shoot them. And that's it. And hopefully, if you do this long enough, you'll get yourself a Basilisk Jaw. Nothing too crazy, and as you can see, they are going to drop a number of rune items, and you can then turn those rune items into GP. So that's all there is to it. Good luck on your Jaw hunt, everybody, and we'll see you, hopefully, later on.